What's up, guys, and welcome back to Good Time Trading. And today is May 18th, and the crypto fear and greed is sitting at 50, which is neutral, and that is pretty good in line with what we're talking about today because Bitcoin's looking awfully neutral today. And man, if you guys were with me on this call I made, I called the top right here in Bitcoin at the wick high at 98.96 in the video. If you haven't seen it, it's the one where I'm holding the crystal ball. And then so yeah, it pumped it up here Sunday. But if you listen to me, I said that we might get a weekend pump, and then yeah, but it was looking juicy when it got up here, like it was gonna break it and just push, but I was just waiting patiently because it was a Sunday, and I figured there'd be some trickery going on. And usually you don't get a late at night uh, pump in Bitcoin, but anyway, so I've been looking at her, and so we're right in the middle of the range. And when this happens, really don't like taking a trade here just because you really have nowhere to manage risk. But anyway, so we're gonna zoom it on out. When it gets confusing, just pull it out, and then go to the 6 month. And really nothing to see here. We'll work our way down until we can find some good stuff. Okay, so the 2 month RSI is looking like it's about to come up, and so that's bullish as heck right there. And then going to the monthly. So the monthly is looking pretty good, and maybe we'll go to the Bitstamp chart and we can get some more price action history on that 2 month. Okay, so looking at the 2 month, we just barely got above it in May last year, which is crazy because that was a 300% pump from the 50 read on the RSI. And so, yeah, so we're about to get it again. And so, shoot, if we get it again, that would be like buying back in March of 2016 where it went on. Let's see if you'd have bought the 2 month. Say you bought the wick high and then got out somewhere when it lost the RSI. So yeah, worst case scenario, you made 1,000% last time. So who knows, man? Hopefully we'll see it 1,000% worst case scenario. That would be crazy. Okay, so going to the monthly, we got the monthly green dot, and so yeah, it's looking pretty good. Like we're gonna push up from here. We got some momentum, so yeah, and we've been looking at this monthly RSI, and it was like flatline, but now it has pushed up. So that'll confirm in 13 days. So Bitcoin holds it up here for another 15 days. Hey, that's impressive, and it would definitely have my attention. But looking at the 2 week, we got 2 week green dot, so we're still bullish. Nothing's really changed there, but we did get the weekly last night, and got this nice downtrending support right here on the 2 week. And so it looks like you broke out, but man, Bitcoin punishes people on false breakouts. Just like back here, everybody had their line drawn right here, and on this pump up, if you'd have said, "Oh, I'm buying the breakout," you'd have got wrecked. And then if you were like, "Okay, I'm gonna draw my lines like this," and then bought right here, came up and then dumped back down to the moving averages. So even there, you kind of got punished. Okay, so now we're right here. So hey, what happens? I don't know, guys. That 7,000 level is looking more and more likely as the longer Bitcoin stalls out here. Okay, so looking at the weekly momentum oscillators, we did get some follow through on the weekly, and usually when these guys come up and break through this guy like this, and get above the green and the purple, that is usually when you really get momentum. And it's kind of like when price action gets above all its moving averages, kind of like it did right here, and what we're doing right now. That's when your big moves happen. Just like right here in April 1st, big move when it got above it, big move. Got above it right here, fake out. Okay. So, and also on the historical volatility percentile, when it gets red in the background, that is usually when the move has happened. Uh-oh, guys, sorry. Stuck in drawing tool here. Okay. So usually that's when your move is kind of, basically it's hit extremes, um, historically. So just like right here, getting red, historic price action, and then right here, historic price action. And then you can see when the moving average gets a different slope, that's when the trend changes. And just like right here, positive slope, the trend changed, and then now we're getting a negative slope. So if it does get a negative slope, that would be pretty crazy. And also, wow, so this is new. So the volatility was at 100, which is extremes, and now it is all the way down to a 10 read. So and we'll go back and look, every time it's been this low, like that was right here in February at 10,000 before the mega doom drop. So, and then right here in April of 19 before the huge push up. So, and let's see what else. So right here in October 2016, and then a huge push up. So either a huge push up from here or a huge drop. And if you've been sticking with me, we've been bearish ever since the halvening. So I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's gonna dump, but like I said, the longer it holds up here, the more it could, just go sideways and reaccumulate, and then bull flag up. But let's go to the lower time frames and see if anything's changed. Let me drop this down. Okay, so the 3-day, really nothing to be seen on the 3-day. 2-day. So we got this the yellow 10 simple moving average coming in at 8,900. So I would look, if we did go to 8,900, for a small bounce there, and then somewhere in all these moving averages get picked up for a bounce. And then the 2-day, the 21, we bounced the 21, and now the 10 simple's holding us up, and that's at 9,200. So as long as we're above 9,200, it is looking bullish, like we're just going to pump up to 10,000. And we did get the 2-day green dot as well. So that's super bullish. It got you one right here in April of 2018. I mean, not 2018, April 18th. And that was a worst case scenario 13%, even if you would have bought the top and sold the bottom. So we'll keep in mind that that's there, but we'll go down to the lower time frames and see what's happening. So the daily 10 simples got a negative slope, so that is bearish. So that may be telling us the tail. And then on the daily, you can see how it's just kind of bouncing on the moving averages, which I told you guys was kind of bullish. So yeah, as long as we're above there, it's good. But you can see last time you lost it right here in February 17th. It just dropped hard. So see if there's any other examples where it's bouncing the moving averages. Okay, so right here is a pretty good example. It bounced, 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 and then it plunged it. Okay, So let's see. Pretty similar. April of 2019. Okay, so we bounced it and then bounce, 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 and then it plunged through it. Still a good buy, and then still a good buy. Okay, so maybe it's more bullish than I thought. If we can keep riding this up, that's bullish. Um, but and you can see on the daily we have a little bit of a pattern going on in RSI. So when this gets resolved, I would be expecting the move to happen. And then we'll go on down and see if we can really see what's happening. Yeah, so your volatility is contracting, and you're definitely in this pattern. Something like this. So this is a rising wedge, and those usually break to the downside. And that would line up with the post-halving dump and a false breakout out of this. So let's see what the measured move would be pointless. So yeah, down to the 7,000 region, and that's kind of what we've been saying for a while now. I'm actually surprised we haven't gotten down to that area yet, but shoot, man, you can't rush Bitcoin. It has been generous with us these past few weeks. But now that we got that drawn out, let's go ahead and go down to the 10 hour. And so yeah, the 10 hour, maybe it's better seen on RSI on this pattern you're in. So you're getting rejected at the top of this trend line, and then you're getting bounces right here. So I would think that yeah, it might reject right here. So that's pretty scary. I hate to see it. I love watching Bitcoin pump. But sorry, I hit the wrong button. Okay. So moving down to the 7 hour, we do have a red dot, and if you took the trade Sunday, it threw in the green dot. But I told you guys I don't like trading on the weekends, and I seen a couple YouTubers getting bullish right there, and it was hilarious because I'm like, uh, bro, you've been around 2 years and you don't know that weekends aren't good to trade and make calls. And then, yeah, as soon as he got bullish, well, now we're coming back down. And he put out another video today saying he's bearish. So he went bullish, bearish, bullish, bearish, bearish to bullish, and then he went back bearish. But anyway, man, it's hilarious. But we're keeping it real over here. We got the 8 hour red dot. We know what happens. This baby's headed down. We know we're going to 7,000, and yeah, I'm pretty hyped about it because nobody out there is making these calls like I did. And if they did, I'd love to meet them. But anyway, so we got the 6 hour contracting. So when this baby pops up, I look for the move to happen. Throw in a couple of alerts right there. Okay. Going down to the 4 hour. Yeah, it's pretty clear. Red dot. So, and then the 1 hour bullish. So yeah, hard to say, guys, but um, if we did break, I'd say 90. Well, let's go to our support lines. Okay, so if we break 91.50, that's when we're really gonna know. But if you did wanna, I guess, kind of eyeball it, if we took out 9400, that would probably do it. And then if we take out 9903 again, that's gonna do it to the upside. So, But anyway, let's check out SPY. I believe J Powell is hard at work printing the monies because it did double top. Oh, speaking of double tops, Bitcoin, where you at? On the 30-minute did double top, and that is very, very bearish right here. And so, yeah, I'd be looking for a move down. And you can kind of see the range, I think, is going to be the measured move, and that is from here to here, and that's 7.8%. So if we took 7.8% from here, where does that point us? Oh my goodness, guys. Right down to 84.28. Holy crap. Okay, so we already knew if we broke 91.50, you would go to 8,400. So literally the measured move off of this pattern is to the lower support line. So yeah, let's hope nobody's long right now, guys. It's going to be a rough one, I think. So anyway, back to the S&P 500. So this guy double topped right here too, kind of with Bitcoin. Pretty similar, huh? Okay, so, and we was pretty bearish off of that, but then we just gapped right back up. So yeah, I hope the gap fills at 280. And but I don't know, guys. I'm bullish on SPY. Uh, yeah, I'm capitulating on that one. Unless we get this volatility spike, then we'll know. But I think the S&P is just going sideways, and all these moving averages, kind of getting hung up in it. But looking at the CME chart, you can see the head and shoulders really good. Left shoulder, head, right shoulder, and yeah. So let's not forget about that one either. And that measure moves pointed way lower. And then GBDC, same thing. Left shoulder, head, right shoulder, and so yeah, guys. It was great to have you back. Like and subscribe if you're new, and stay tuned for tomorrow. I'll be putting out more great content. Thanks, and have a great day.